As I've already said before, lots of British hits, exclusively British hits on my fancy playlist, May 14th, 2006. And at number 9, up from number 11 on my fancy playlist, a song that did not do anything here in the States. Nothing. Didn't make Billboard Top 100. It went to number 7 on the modern rock charts. It was played on the alternative stations here in the States, but not on Top 40. But in Britain, this song was a monster. Arctic Monkeys, You Look Good on the Dance Floor. I mean, listening to this record on BBC Radio 1's Countdown, there was just a lot of hype and buzz about the Arctic Monkeys. You Look Good on the Dance Floor sounds a bit like the Clash, sort of reminiscent of some of the punk rock records that came out in Britain in the late 70s, early 80s, the punk rock or new wave records. And the video itself has a retro look because it was shot using cameras from the 70s. The Strokes used a similar technique when they filmed their video to Last Night, which came out in 2002, and the Arctic Monkeys are known to be fans of the Strokes, so they borrowed a similar technique, giving that video an aged effect like it was cut in the 70s, late 70s. I mean, you know, if you'd watch the video, think, my goodness, man, I wonder if the Sex Pistols is coming up next in this video, or maybe Generation X, Billy Idol's band. It's got that retro look to it. The album is called Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. Well, what they were very successful in England. The song, You Look Good on the Dance Floor, it debuted at number 1 in Britain. That was on October 25th, 2005. Take that back, October 23rd, 2005. They were playing this. This song was riding on a wave of massive popularity. The band was selling out all over the place in Britain. Sellout gigs by the gazoo over there. The second single, When the Sun Goes Down, was released scarcely 2 months after You Look Good on the Dance Floor, and that was also a pretty big hit over in England. The album itself, Whatever People Say I Am, was released in January of 2006. And I believe that's all I got to say about this album, just consulting my notes on this record. First single by the Arctic Monkeys, debuted at number 1 in England. I can't even tell you the type of hype they got over there. I mean, they just blew up over there, overseas. The song was produced, wrote his name. Well, I thought I wrote his name down because it was interesting because he also produced albums by Kasabian, The Kooks, Ladytron, and he also co-produced Adele's 19 and 21, and My Goodness. So unprofessional of me, I did not write down that guy's name. Maybe if I could pull it up on Jim Abyss. That's his name, Jim Abyss. He produced this album by the Arctic Monkeys. Coming in at number 9 on my fancy playlist of May 14, 2006, Arctic Monkeys, You Look Good on the Dance Floor.